So, what was it like wearing that human disco ball dress?
The human disco ball dress is something I will never forget. No, I felt like such a cool woman in that dress. I just feel like that thing has a mind of its own, and it's just going everywhere, sparks everywhere, and it was cool. Like, that was probably my favorite outfit of all time I've ever worn, so that was fun.
Are you going to get to keep any of them?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep anything because a lot of these big, beautiful dresses are rentals, so we'll see. It'd be great. I don't know when I'd wear this again, but I would just hang it up and stare at it every day.
So, go ahead.
I posed this to Terry, and I'm curious to hear what you think of it. What's it like? Because you're actually competing against one of your teammates in the finale, which has never happened before. So is that weird, or?
It's not weird at all because we're individuals, and even before when we were like competing against each other on our teams when it actually mattered, before America was just voting for people in general, it didn't feel like that. I think it's because I don't know, our coach makes us feel very special individually. He doesn't do favoritism or anything like that. He's just very real, and he loves all of us equally. So there's never been a weird moment where we're like, what if you're doing better than I am? I don't know if I like that kind of thing. So.
And you did such a great job the first time you performed the Miranda Lambert song. You had to do it again tonight. Was that a little nerve-wracking?
It was so nerve-wracking because I wanted to, have the same reaction the second time in a row. I would love for people to still connect with it, even though I've already done it. And I connected with it even more now because I was thinking about Connecticut and how horrible that is, and about losing people. And I was thinking about that as I was singing.
Is that your favorite song that you've performed so far?
I would say overall, in all aspects, emotionally and vocally and musically, everything is probably my favorite. Yeah.
So the buzz, going on Twitter, etc. right now is that, you're a pretty close favorite to win this thing. Do you hear any of that? I mean, how does that affect you as you're going out there tonight?
I try not to let it affect me because I feel like the moment you get comfortable in this situation, the moment it bites you in the ass a little bit. So I'm always kind of on my toes and ready to fight, So not literally, but with my singing. So it's been a great encouragement, and it makes me feel good, but I've always kind of been my worst critic, so it's still hard for me to believe that people are saying that.
Speaking of, there's one thing I wanted to ask you, because there's a thing going around. Do you actually have an official Facebooker right now? There's like a couple that are people.
I have a Facebook. Yeah,
okay.
It's Cassadee Pope Music.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah. Fakers.
There's at least one. That's why I was asking.
The fan pages are fine, but people who pretend to be me is just bizarre.
Scary, yeah.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of those?
I haven't checked in a long time, but I remember back in the day, when I didn't even have a Facebook, someone was trying to hit up Pete Wentz's assistant to get pictures of Bronx when he was born, and she hit me up. She was like, "Hey, so why, is this you?" Or I'm confused, and I was like, "No." That's the only thing that freaks me out is if they talk about personal things.
It's like that show Catfish. Have you seen any of those?
Yes, so crazy, so crazy.
There might be Cassadee's trying to date people out there.
Yeah.
How was it with your family being around?
Gosh,
and
it's
around
the
Blake.
best. Yeah, it's the best. Having Blake meet the people who, made me who I am and kind of molded me into this person, it meant a lot because he's done that for me in such a short amount of time. And they loved him before I was even on the show. So they're all fans, which was funny to see because they're all kind of starstruck. And my boyfriend is like, he's got a bromance with him. He loves him. He wants to date him more than me. But whatever. No, I'm just kidding. But it's been good, and I love seeing all of them in the crowd, my family, my boyfriend's family, my friends, and gosh, it's so good to have everyone be a part of this.
It's cute because you and your sister look so much alike.
Yeah, that's what everyone says. I don't see it, but I guess we do.
So if you win this, like right away, what's the first thing you want to do? How are you going to celebrate?
Go to the rat party, the infamous rat party that they throw every year, and maybe have a glass of champagne and hang out with everyone. Hang out with all the other coaches that I haven't really been able to spend any time with, and hopefully all the other artists that have come back for this finale, and just have a good time. If I win, though, the next morning I get up at 4 in the morning, so can't celebrate too much.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Cassadee, do you know what's in Blake's cup?
In Blake's cup, I would assume it's either vodka or gin. one of those because it's not dark, and it has to be alcoholic, of course. So, I'm sure it's one of those. Very classy.
And how was it like performing with him, and was that your first time singing through a megaphone?
That was my first time singing through a megaphone. I did it like once or twice for cheerleading, but it wasn't singing, it was just chanting. But this was way cooler, and singing with Blake is always fun. He has such a great energy. He's always happy and great energy, so it was fun.
You look like you guys were having fun up there.
Yeah, it's good. We have a good time together, and we're idiots together and goofs, so it was cool to kind of show people that in a musical setting.
And are you relieved that you're done with the competing side now, that you just sit there and just wait tomorrow?
I'm so relieved. That the hardest part is over. I was so worried about that tribute. I thought I was going to lose it because at rehearsals I did. So I was like, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this and then sing for the rest of the show. But, I've been saying this, but I feel like it's such a good thing is to just think of yourself as the rock and think of yourself as the person that's there for the people that are going through this. It's not about you, at that point. It's about you being strong for those people. So that's kind of what made me compose myself.
Yeah, that was touching.
Yeah, it was hard at rehearsals. All of us were just very sad, and but we got through it. So.